And hello, everybody. Welcome to Psychic Talk. My name's Dax, and joining me is a couple of my favorite people in the world. Yes, I get to have two co-hosts. Wow, this is, we've done this before once or twice, but it's rare. Very rare. Oh, and sorry, four co-hosts. We have the cat. But we've got Charlotte Quarnberg and we've got Michelle Metheny. Hi, guys. How y'all doing?
Doing
Good.
good.
How are you?
Yes, this is exciting. We've got Charlotte on with us. We've only been trying to make this happen for, I don't know, how many months now, but we
Yeah.
did it. We did it. We're all here live and we've got our cards and we're ready to hang out in the cafe, Psychic Cafe. That's right. So, how are you guys all doing out in the audience there? Come and join us in the chat here on YouTube. Some of you may be listening to us on Blog Talk. Yes, we are simulcasting on radio and we are live video streaming on YouTube. So, hey, if you are on the phone lines or if you're listening to the radio show, maybe you're on the Blog Talk website, maybe you're listening to a player installed somewhere else. I don't know, but you can come and watch us too. Open a new tab in your browser, type in psychic.cafe/live. That's all you got to type in there. And it'll take you right over to our live on YouTube. Let me give that again, psychic.cafe/live. And that'll take you right to us. And, if you forget that or it's not working for you, just go to YouTube, type in Psychic Talk. Now, you might have to hit filters and hit channel to find our exact channel, right? Or type in youtube.com/@Psychic Talk. Yes, there's lots of ways to get to us. Come into the live, get into the chat with us. You can chat back and forth with the other watchers, the other viewers and listeners, and as well as you can call into the show. We got Super Duper in there. Oh, Super Duper's new. We have a lot of regulars that join us. We'll see who shows up because this is only like the third time that we've tried an evening show. We usually are on 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So that's 7 p.m. London. And we're trying this out. Starting next week, I may actually start doing. What do you guys think of this, Michelle and Charlotte? I'm thinking of doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the evening. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing that because Tuesdays I have meetings the first 2 Tuesdays of the month in the evening. So I figure, okay, do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday, Thursday, and then the weekend shows during the day. So that's what we're going to try out. I already heard that,
Yes.
yeah,
I like that idea.
I already heard that Ellie might be joining me Monday and Wednesday next week in the evening.
Oh, that's nice.
She's got that new muggle job, but she's going to be able to join me for the evening shows. It's going to be so fun. I'm telling you. So, yeah, you got three of us today, folks. So, this is the way it works. Going to let everybody know. So, first of all, I'm going to pop up my slide here with the psychic.cafe/coffee. This is where you can go grab us a cup of coffee, folks. And, oh, God, the phone lines are really filling up, guys. You can ask a question or ask about anything or talk about anything. It's open lines, everything on the phone lines through the radio switchboard, but also you can ask in the chat. So we have Michelle here. We have Michelle's husband, Dan, moderating in the chat. And you can just pop in, maybe you want something general. You can say, hey, please pull a card for me, or say something like, I'd like a message from the universe. And you can also type in a very specific question. Try to keep it to like a couple of lines. Don't go overboard. Keep it concise. But I prefer specific questions, but we'll do either one. And especially because there's the three of us here. But the secret is, the phone lines are already getting deep there, folks, and we take them in the order they come in. Same thing with the questions in chat. We take them in the order that you put the question in the chat. So if you don't want to wait and we have a topic tonight to do. We've got cards of the day, and if you want to make sure, because a lot of times we don't get to all the questions in chat, we don't get to all the calls. If you want to make sure, the secret is you go over to psychic.cafe/coffee, you buy us a cup of coffee, and in the chat on YouTube, you type in, hey, this is area code 619. My name is Dan, and I just bought you a cup of coffee. And then we'll go right to your phone line. Or if you have a question in chat, do the same thing. Say, hey, I just bought you a cup of coffee. Here's my question. And we will stop everything we're doing. We'll stop in the middle of the show. We'll put away the cards for the cards of the day. We'll put away our topic of the day and put it on hold, and we'll go right to your question or right to your phone line. That's right. So that's the secret. Psychic.cafe/coffee. Open a new tab in your browser, type in www. Actually, you don't need the www, right? Psychic.cafe/coffee. That's the secret way to jump the line. That's right. And Eric's in there. I see Eric. I see Andrea's joining us. Jill's in there. Meta Crazy. Hi, Jill. Super.
Hi, Eric.
Donna's in there. Donna. Boy, they're just flooding in.
Wow.
I'm loving this already, Michelle and Charlotte.
Yes.
It's like these evening shows. Woohoo. So, hey,
Yes.
I'm doing a new thing where I always do the cards of the day, the numerology of the day. I'm going to do that right now, but I'm going to do the numerology and the cards of the day for tomorrow. And the reason why I'm doing that is I then I cut out that, 3-4 minutes, and I make a separate video and I pop it up so people can get that information tomorrow morning. Because we were doing it on the shows, and with the evening shows, we're through the day already. It's not helping you to get the energy of the day and the cards of the day at 7:00 at night or something, right? So, and later for some of you guys, it's like 9:30, 10:00. So I figured, hey, this is a way I can put it out there on our YouTube channel and put it out on all of our social media the morning of that day, and having recorded it the night before and then excerpting it out. So it's something we're trying. New things. Okay, give me a second here, get situated. All righty. And so if you were here yesterday, you already heard this. Okay, what's that I'm hearing? Is that Dan blabbing in the background? Dan, shut up, I'm hearing you. Michelle hit mute real quick. That's hilarious. And Jill says, awesome. Sounds like a great idea with the cards and everything. Okay, so today, Friday, March 29th. And by the way, if you caught my video this morning, you've already seen this. But we're going to do it again for all you folks out there. And I know it's late in the day, but hey, you might learn something, right? So March 29th, obviously 29, 2 plus 9 is 11. That further reduces to 2, which is like the relationships, but 11 is the master illuminator number. And, that's like the number of the psychic. That's what it's all about. And also the master illuminator, teaching those things and learning, but it's counseling, mediation, advising, and stuff like that. That's the master number 11. Master number 33 that I am is the master teacher number, which is kind of similar, but it's like more larger groups of people, whereas the 11 is like one-on-one or small groups. That's the difference between master illuminator, master teacher, which is also master healer as well. So I had gotten yesterday the Knight of Pentacles, practicality, hard work, steady progress, and of course the Fool card. Woo, new beginnings, taking a leap of faith, right? But when you get these cards together, you're seeing more like taking risks while remaining grounded is basically what's going on there. So, that was the cards of the day for today. And then for tomorrow, okay. So here's the cards of the day and the numerology for Saturday, March 30th. So obviously 30, the 0 enhances the 3 energy, but it's still basically 3. So that is creativity and communication. So it's a great day to take advantage of that. It's a Saturday, so why not be creative here. It's also the 5 energy. Yes, because March 29th, 2024, if you add all the numbers together and get it down to a single digit, it's that number of 5, which is that number of change, which is 5, which is also high energy. And sometimes it can quickly spiral down into chaos if you don't watch out. So this is a day you want to watch for that. You want to take advantage of the high energy. You want to get out there. You want to ride the roller coasters, go to the movies, read a good book, spa day. You do not want to sign contracts. You do not want to make large purchases, nothing like that. And I got, let's see, the heart of the matter card was the 6 of Wands. So obviously that's success, victory, recognition, things like that. And then Ace of Pence. Yes, Ace of Pence, new beginnings, new opportunities, potential for material success and abundance. And then when you get these two together, wow, that's like double that, right? So you've already had significant material success and recognition when this shows up, or you are about to a new opportunity step. And it's with the Ace of Pentacles, we're talking about stepping outside of our comfort zone. So there you go, the cards and the numerology of the day for Saturday, March 30th. Did anybody else pull cards? You don't have to, but Michelle or Charlotte, if you had pulled a card or wanted to say anything, let me.
Well, I got the Queen of Pentacles, which I feel like you need to be stepping into your financial power, your own financial freedom. But I also got the Devil card. So be very careful with what you're attached to, because easy come, easy go. So
wait, what's the one in your left hand? The darker card. What, can you bring that up again?
Yes.
Which one's
the
that?
Devil.
The Devil, and he's hot too.
Right?
Yes, I want that deck now. See? Oh, okay.
Those are the cards I got for tomorrow.
Awesome. Oh, we're all jumping on that band. It for tomorrow. Yes, we got. Yes, this is working out pretty good. And then I can excerpt this stuff out and make little short videos. Okay. And Charlotte, did you have anything, or do you want us to go on?
Well, two that they're kind of alike. They're from 2 different decks. The first one is from the Wisdom of the Elders Oracle by Sean Leonard, which I love his artwork. And I don't know if you can see.
I can kind of make it out,
Because to me, I'm still like in the small corner. I don't know if I'm the big picture or not, but it's about the ceremonial sacred fire dedication. And it talks about like the third fire, and it's about communicating with, people that have passed, calling on our elders for help. And I can't tell you how often I actually use this and how helpful it actually is. And then the other one that I got is from Pamela Still's Eternal Seeker, and it's the sacred alignment. And I mean,
you got to hold it down in front of you a little bit more.
You seriously
sacred
cannot beat her her artwork, as far
Mm.
as I'm concerned, I mean, it's just as well as her. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I mean, you get this nice big book with hers, and then
Yeah.
you also get colored pictures in there and stuff. So I am like,
I got
I'm
mine
gonna,
right here.
I'm putting in a big plug for Pamela's deck. I love
Big
Sean
plug.
Leonard's deck also, but
I
um
also have her Steel Wizard Tarot. This is the third edition Jihujic box. We love it.
yeah, and I'm still learning my tarot because I'm
Mm.
just so in love with Oracle. I just feel like it takes me one step closer to,
Well, you don't need to learn tarot. You could just do the oracles if you
you
want.
know,
It's
but
up to you. You're taking my course. I
and
mean,
yeah, and so this one is like the sacred alignment is like opposing forces that are focused on a common goal.
mhm,
And I think they kind of tie together because that's when you ask for help from your spirit helpers, people that have gone on, your spirit guides, um, you can't, we're all working towards one goal. And so I think it's just about working together,
mhm.
being open to what, when you get that little still small voice in your head, um, and you go, is that ego or am I getting a message? You're getting a message kind of deal. So
Mm,
that's what I got for today or
awesome.
tomorrow.
So
Yeah,
it's
I
been
mean,
a
it's late
while.
enough into the day that I'm,
Yeah.
you know,
So it's been a
and I'm
while
not.
since I've had, three. And so I'm working with my screen trying to get everybody in a line like this instead of like this or like because otherwise I'm staring at you and over here and not looking at the camera. It's tough. It's tough to get used to this stuff. So now I pulled it down the box and readjust it so that all three of you are going like that. Of course, now I've got 1,000 windows behind this that I may never be able to get back to do the controls. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey, one other thing I wanted to ask everybody because there's been so many things happening. People going in the ER, my dog also, which and Penny just actually passed away. Got a story about that with Charlotte in just a minute. So much, I mean, it's just left and right and left and right, and I keep forgetting to talk about the moon card exercise, which we started like a week or so ago, where I had gotten the moon card. Actually, it flew out of the deck and it reminded me of a YouTube video that I had watched that I had wanted to bring up for quite a while, but kept forgetting. But then when I saw the moon card, it instantly clicked about this exercise where as you're going to sleep at night, you turn off the light, get in bed, put your head down on the pillow, you're drifting off, you're getting into that light alpha state, and you just keep saying over, you have your eyes closed, you just keep saying over and over in your head, probably not out loud. You don't want to bother the spouse or whatever. But wealth, health, and success. Wealth, health, success. You don't have to put the and in there. Wealth, health, and success. I put the and in myself.
Mhm.
And you just keep saying that over and over again until you drift off and you're programming your subconscious mind. And you can think of it the metaphysical way where you are getting in contact with your higher self through your subconscious and then through your dreamscape. You're going to get information about your health and wealth and success. You could say wealth, health, success, whatever order you want, you know, and then just see what happens. If you're not into the metaphysical spiritual explanation, there's a scientific explanation. It's the reticular activating system, which is a few structures in the center of the brain, and you are programming it through your subconscious to look at the 14 million bits of information coming in every second, and it'll bring to your consciousness information that's going to help you with those three things. And so it kind of sounds like an affirmation, but it's not. An affirmation is what you do during the day, conscious. And yeah, do that too, every day in every way I'm getting wealthier, healthier, and happier, or however you want to make up, but this is a different thing. Instead of saying like an affirmation where it's possible that you may actually mess it up, where your subconscious goes, well, but I'm not getting healthier or wealthier, or I'm not rich. If you're saying I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich all day, which just sounds like Trump talking, to himself in the mirror. Anyway, but no, it's like you're not setting yourself up for failure that way. You're just putting those three words out and let your subconscious do what it's going to do. So we set this up weeks ago. We've been telling everybody, maybe a week, I don't know, and telling everybody do this every night and then do it for a week, see what happens, do it for another week. And in the chat, we're here every day. So pop in. If anything starts happening, you get an unexpected $6,000 check in the mail, or yeah, unexpected windfall of some kind. They tell you that your tumor disappeared. I don't know what it would, something to do with health, wealth, success, right? So has anybody had any of that happen that's been with us for a while? Pop it in the chat and let us know what's going on. I've had some things stirring. So seeing some stuff. Let's see. Let's give out the phone number for anybody that is in the chat on YouTube that wants to call into the show. And by the way, now I can completely not even bring up my controls. There it is. Okay. They're all hidden behind all this other stuff. It's, oh my God. This is fun though. We're learning new things. 714-816-4628. We take the calls in the order they came in. Oh my God. We had like all these phone calls and like half of them dropped off already. You got to have a little bit of patience.
Wow.
What is, yeah, we just barely started the show, folks,
Yeah,
And
really.
we're still not sure it's not Block Talk, though.
Well,
Like
sometimes I think that it's Blog Talk knocking some of them off, but I also think that there are people that just, have absolutely no patience at all. We take the calls in the order that they come in. Also, don't forget, we have questions in chat that we're going to get to. You guys all have to have patience. I already told you the secret. It's right here on the scroll below me right now, psychic.cafe/coffee. We're going to you instantly. Otherwise, you got to wait your turn. Anyway, the phone lines are now more wide open than they were before, because we had almost 10 phone calls and now we've got what, 2 or 3. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, okay, everybody call back in 714-816-4628. As soon as you get through, you have to press 1 on your dial pad. That lets us know you want to be live on air with us. Otherwise, we assume you're just listening to the show, which is perfectly fine if you haven't, raised your hand. But the way you raise your hand, press 1 as soon as you get through. 714-816-4628. And speaking of that, let's go to some phone calls, ladies, and then we'll check out the chat. So, hey, everybody in chat. Yeah, I know there's a lot going on in chat. I know we'll get there as soon as we can. Eric's coming in. Amanda. Oh, Eric's laughing out loud. A lot of people are laughing out loud at my Trump comment, and also, basically chastising everybody for not being patient. But hey, that's the way we are. We're rowdy, especially the evening show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I do have a message coming in from Dan, an announcement. It looks like we are about 6 or 8 more subscribers to hit the 500. We're going to do a whole show. Ellie suggested it. Let's do a show when we hit 500 and do a 500 subs show.
I like it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're about to hit 500. If you're on the channel, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button after that so that you're notified when we put things up, like my new daily numbers and cars of the day that I'm doing. It's only like 4 minutes or so, you can watch it, and that helps our watch time. Oh, by the way, I was looking the other day. We are very close to halfway to our goal of 3,000 watch hours. So go look at our workshops. We have 600 videos. Go look at some of our workshops and stuff. See if there's something you want to watch through, and that'll really help our watch hours, folks. Yeah. So go do that, and don't forget to subscribe. And who knows, this show alone, we might hit 500. We might
Yeah.
yeah. So let's see who's waiting out here in the wings here. I think area code 216 was first. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from? 216.
My name's Sharon from Ohio. Happy Easter, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I always forget about the holidays.
Yes. Happy Easter.
I know. It's so
Sharon
sad.
from Ohio. You know what I wrote? I'm so used to writing our host Sharona. I'm so used to writing Sharona. Next to your phone number, Sharon, I wrote Sharona in Ohio, and then I looked at it, I'm like, that's not right.
It's so when people tease me, they call me that. That's
Happy
so cute.
Easter.
No, that's okay.
Oh, you know what else? You know what else?
Can I,
Happy Goddess Ostera Day, which is where Easter
Yes.
actually comes from. And by the way, guys, guess what? I haven't done the whole promotion on it because I'm still working on the thumbnail for Michelle's video. Michelle here, whichever side she is from me now, right now. She did a whole video on that and a spread, a Goddess Ostera spread, and pulled cards and everything like that. It's not a really long video. It's right here on our channel. You can go watch it after the show. That's another thing to watch. I'm gonna get it promoted as soon as I get that done. Hopefully I can do it before Sunday, right? But yes, happy Goddess Ostera Day to everybody as well.
Yes.
So why'd you call in, Sharon? What's going on with you?
well, I would like to. I'll ask a specific question. I heard your instructions. Okay.
Sweet.
Can you see what's going? Yeah. Sorry. My question is, can you look at like the next 60 days, 2 months? Charles, April, or it's going to be April for my career. I want to see. There's some things going on for me. I just want to see what you're picking up.
2 months, so 60 days.
Yeah, that's great.
We can do that. Michelle, you gonna pull?
I do love the work.
Are you gonna do cards on each month, or how are you gonna do it?
I can do that. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm asking how you're gonna do it. I don't want to tell you how to do it.
No. That is okay. Okay.
By the way, I think Charlotte ran away or something, or she had to dart into the ladies' room or something. Because
maybe. Yeah.
Where are you, Charlotte? Your camera went away.
There she is.
I do have friends, and occasionally rather than disrupt the whole show, I will, just blank out for a moment.
That's fine. You got to know there's a lot of stuff going on. This is the first time, folks, that we've gotten Charlotte on the show since she used to do shows with us like years back. And she's got the dogs running around, and they're like knocking her light over, and they're knocking her camera and her mic over, and so she might be popping in and out here. That's what's going on with Charlotte there.
Michelle, it's fun, and I'm enjoying it, and
glad you're here.
I just know how much the extra noise kind of gets on Dax's nerves.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So I'm like trying to be a good hostess and get invited back again.
Okay. Well, let's get going with Sharon here. Michelle,
right.
Go first.
I got the 6 of Wands for April and the Devil card. So I see that you have a successful excuse me.
Isn't that the place that the Devil card's shown up already tonight?
I'm sorry?
Isn't that the second time the Devil card's shown up tonight?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right, guys. Watch out for the theme, because it's
we do get these themes,
So for April, you have a passion, you have a desire to move forward. It is successful, but as with before, with this card, with this card, the Devil card, you need to be careful with what is holding you back.
Okay.
Don't let things hold your passion back.
Okay.
Because if the devil card comes in and takes your desire, your motivation, you are not going to be successful. So the success is up to you. It's there, but it's up to you. And then for May, I got the Three of Swords and Temperance.
Okay.
So
pretty card.
There may be some things going on in your heart that you need to let go out of your head, because it's not serving anything for you in the month of May. You need to let it go, stop dwelling on it, and find the balance between using that to move forward and learning how to deal with that loss. There's some kind of loss, and you need to let go of that pain that is stewing in your brain. And so you have to learn how to walk in balance.
Awesome.
Okay.
So that is what I see for you.
And okay, this this is where having Charlotte on the show is going to be an adjustment. Because I just want, if you don't mind, the Devil card, because of all the negative connotation that comes with the devil,
Right.
it used to scare the bejesus out of me. And now it's almost my favorite card to get because of the, what are you letting hold you back? I mean, and that's a huge, like me, that's a reminder that I need all the time. And I think when people get the devil card, I think that's what they need to focus on, is what are they letting hold them back every time that shows up. And it so I think it's almost like a gift. Well, any card is a gift, but I almost think that is like one of the biggest gifts in the deck, is because it is such a reminder that sometimes we are our own worst enemy. Does that make sense? Or am I just speaking gibberish here? Am I speaking Charlotteese and nobody gets what I'm talking about? But
no, we got it. We got it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'll tell you what I got real quick, Sharon, is for May, I got the Five of Swords. So, it's like swords are thoughts and ideas. And it looks like something happens here. There's some kind of, I don't know, what would you call that, Michelle? Like argument, battle of some kind. And, you could be one of the losers in the background, or you could be the winner in the foreground. But even if you win, the whole thing about the Five of Swords is like, do you want to be right, or do you want to be happy?
Miscommunication.
That's a good one too.
What about April?
Yeah.
And that's what we're talking about, April. And that is the Five of Swords, and five is change. So it's like there's change going on. And then I pulled another qualifier card to see what's going on, and I got the Eight of Wands. So things happening quickly. Okay. Could even be something with telecommunications, and that's email and websites and anything like that. But 8 is the number of abundance in numerology. And yeah, things happening quickly. Now, when we get to May, it looks really good. First of all, we got the Four of Wands. So it's a card of celebration, some kind of celebration going on. And the Nine of Pentacles, the self-made woman. Yes, that's right where you want to be, Sharon. So May
I'll tell you what.
looks even better.
You're right on.
I'm having trouble hearing you. Go ahead,
Are you
Sharon.
there? Oh, that's so good, because right now I'm in my job. I work in a huge company, and I'm debating between 2 jobs to post to move in another area in my company. And I have one interview Monday, but there's another I want to apply for. So I'm torn. You're absolutely right.
Yep. Plus, it can mean, especially with that Five of Swords, can mean, competition, things like that. But hey, thanks for the call. Thanks for calling in. I hope that helped you out.
It did greatly. Thank you, both, all of you.
Thank you.
Bye, Sharon.
Bye.
And I wanted to mention, when it rains, it pours. Michelle just had a terrible thing with her untwin twin friend, and then my friend Doug had to go to the ER. He went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "You need to go to the ER right now," because he had this. It looked like his face was drooling off or something. It was god awful. He had like an infection, she said, and also on his nose right here, he had like up towards the very top of the nose, but on the nose, and it's like a boil of some sort, just kept getting bigger. They had a lancet and all this kind of stuff. Half hour after he goes to the ER, Lyndon and Loretta say, "Oh, we're taking your dog to the ER," because they've been watching our dog for forever, like years and years and years now. It's a long backstory. I don't want to go into it, but the point I'm bringing this up is that, I mentioned it to Charlotte, didn't say anything else, and then Charlotte said, "I'm hearing from Penny and she loves you guys." And then she went into a couple different things, like this pain in the right back quarter, the leg back here, right? And something else I can't even remember. But when we heard back from Loretta, turns out exactly what Charlotte said. That's this Charlotte right here on the show. Exactly what she said was exactly what the vet said. And then we ended up having to euthanize her, unfortunately, because due to age, and she had that and kidney failure and all this other stuff, going blind. Linda and Loretta decided, yeah, she kind of became, after she, we left her there for so long, like Loretta became Loretta's dog, and that's Linda's mom, and she thought it'd be best to put her down, So Penny has passed on, Charlotte.
Can I add one more thing to that?
Sure.
And it's something that I need to get brave about doing, but she was ready to go. She was in pain.
Oh yeah.
She was ready to go. I feel like when I think about Penny now, I feel like I can take a deep breath. Because how, like, when you don't feel good, you breathe shallow, and but oh God, I'm gonna cry. Jared's gonna make all the noise he can to help us out here. She was ready to go. She loved you guys. She appreciated the uh all the tender care that she was given.
We had fun too. She was fun.
And she was happy to be part of your life and give back her happiness to you. And but she was exhausted and she was ready. So anyway,
good to know. Good to know.
For that, but I'm sharing because it's so hard to say goodbye to our furry family. That
yeah, But the thing is, what I love is I have pictures of her on Facebook, and Facebook will, throw up memories, and old posts 8 years ago, 10 years ago. And, there she is. So, forever that's going to be happening. So I love that I'll be able to see my Penny. I miss Penny. I was
Yeah, well,
I was
I'm
missing
just gonna
Penny,
warn you.
but the thing is, Charlotte, I was missing Penny before she passed because we didn't get to go see her that much. We're just too busy,
Right.
and the place where Doug lives and where I live are two separate places. Both of them you can't have dogs, and so we didn't get to see her that much, but I'm glad she's in a better place now and out of pain and everything like that. But I just wanted to mention that little story because we're having Charlotte on here. Oh boy, boy. We also have, oh my God, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through everything tonight. We also have a something I was gonna do on Wednesday, was it? I can't remember now, Wednesday or Thursday, and I held off doing it because um went 2 hours full of stuff and just, I ran out of time, and it's calculating your numbers, your life path numbers. So basically, can't talk. Let me start all over again. So I want to talk about life path numbers, which, I kind of say they're akin to sun signs in astrology. You know how everybody knows their sun sign? I'm a Gemini, What are you? Oh, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a Virgo.
I'm an
E-
Aries.
Even though there's a whole natal chart with all these different positions and stuff like that, they just pay attention to the 12 sun signs. Well, in numerology, there's life paths, but life path it's arguably the most important number in your chart, but your chart is 9 numbers. You really need the whole thing. But if you're going to do the thing like astrology with the sun signs, it's the life path number. And the way you calculate that, it's just your birth date. So you take your full birth date, the month, the day, and the year. Obviously, you take the month. If you write it out like June, make that 6. May, make that 5. Right. Add those numbers together, and you're going to get, a number that's 2 or 3 digits. Add those numbers together. You may get 2 digits again. Add those numbers together. Keep doing that until you get to a single digit, 1 through 9. And that's what your life path is. Now, little caveat, when you add my birth date up, you get 33 before you get 6. So I'm actually a life path. The way we write it is 33/6 because 33 is a master number. When you get a master number, like you add up the numbers and you get 11. Remember, we mentioned the master illuminator number today from the 29. 11, 22, 33. You don't reduce those, or 44. 44 is virtually impossible. Those are the people that are the master manifestors. They're like Jesus. They can go like that, and there's the Maserati. They don't have to even work on the law of attraction. But 11s are rare. The master illuminators, 22, the master builder numbers are even rarer still. Super rare are the 33s, which I am, which is the master teacher, master healer number. And then, almost impossible, never happens, pretty rare. 44, the master manifestor number. But in general, for the vast majority, you're going to end up with 1 through 9. And I made a little cheat sheet for you guys. Let me see if, and there it is, psychic.cafe/lifepath. If you're listening on the radio, open a new tab in your browser, type in psychic.cafe/lifepath. Let me get this link here, life path. This is to the PDF for the life path PDF. And I'm going to grab that and put it into the chat. I don't know if it'll let me do it in. Oh, it did make it linkable. Cute. Okay, now you guys can open this up. So all you have to do to use this cheat sheet here is obviously to add your birth date together, reduce it to a single digit, and then you're gonna, have the life path numbers, and you can just look at the cheat sheet. And I'll give you an example here. Let me bring up the let's see, I think I have that somewhere, the life path number PDF on my desktop. This might be better. Let's see if I can make this happen. We're gonna share screen. How's that, guys? You all see it? Yeah. Here's the life path numbers cheat sheet, and it's actually from my course, Tarot by the Numbers. And it has 1, 2, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s. And you just read it. And I'll go to mine. Like, if I don't use the 33 master number energy, go down that path as fully as I can, I drop down. Whoever's not following their master number life path, like 11 drops down to 2, and 4 see 22 drops down to 4, which is structure. It's interesting if you think about it. Master builder, structure. 11, which is the master illuminator, and I said before how that's the number of the psychic, counselor, advisor, it's relationships, like 2, and it fits so perfectly, because 11 drops down to 2, 33 drops down to 6. So here you can see 6 are the nurturers. So if they're men, they rescue the damsels in distress. If women, they mother the little boy and their men, and they should manage or run the company. If everything's going smoothly, they must be careful not to ruin it. Yes, we tend to do that. They tend to put people up on a pedestals, which they then promptly topple over there. Very magnetic. People are drawn. You walk into a room, and everybody will look at the 6, and head over there. And can I get you a drink? And their mood affects the room. It affects the room. So if they're not happy, you ain't going to be happy. But that's just a simple example there. Now, sometimes what I get is I'll get like, people will tell me, well, I'm 180 degrees backwards from that. And it's like, well, yes, because every number, like every card in the deck, is a spectrum of meaning, with a lot more gray area in the middle than there are the 2 poles. So basically, if you're going at life the hard way, paddling upstream, yeah, you'll be 180 degrees backwards from your life path and your attitude number, destiny number, the other 8 numbers making the 9 number chart. So that's actually what's going on there. Let me check something here real quick. I have another cheat sheet for you, but I don't know if I quite have it ready yet. Okay, it's not on there. Hang on just a second, folks, because I have 1,000 like windows. I'm trying to get to the right window to do this. Let's see. I might have another cheat sheet for you. I just got to make sure it's going to work. Hold on. Oh, one thing I want to tell you guys is this. We gave this out earlier in the year, and that is personal year numbers. Personal year numbers. And let me double check, make sure. Yeah, it's with an S. Okay. So it's too big for the screen. Hold on. Doing this stuff live, this is whoops, wrong thing. This is what happens when you're doing things live, folks. All the people on YouTube with their fancy videos and everything, you know what the secret is? They spend 5 weeks recording one 10-minute video, and they tweak everything perfect. We're doing 2-hour shows live. Yeah. Who's doing a better job? Anyway, there it is. Psychic.cafe/personal year numbers. And while you guys are jotting that down, I'm also going to put it in the try to put that one in the chat too. Personal year numbers. This is the cheat sheet to get your personal year number, which is instead of adding the entire, it's like the life path, adding your entire birth date, but instead you're adding the month and the year to the current year, which actually you don't even have to bother to do. It's the 8 energy. So, you don't have to do the whole 2024. It's 8. The world year number is 8. Abundance, prosperity. Add 8 to the numbers in your birthday and month, and keep adding them till you get down to a single digit. And that is what personal year number you're in. But I want to give you this other cheat sheet if it's working. Let me see if I can see if it's working here. Psychic.cafe. And I'm trying to remember what the heck I called it. Oh, let's see. I think I found it. I think I did it. I think I did it. Yes. Yes. I love it when a plan comes together. I love it. And I'm going to share this with you. First of all, let me pop it in the chat. It's called Working with Numbers. Yes. And not only that, I'm going to actually share and show you what it is. So it's really cool, this sheet here. Basically, I wanted to show everybody this. God, I'm giving away, like half my course here, but I don't care. No, there's a lot more to it, but I want to give you this because it shows you how to do this birth number thing, as well as the universal year, as well as your personal year, your attitude number. I'll talk about attitude numbers on a different show. Maybe the next one that I get together with the ladies here. But here, here's my birth date, June 16th, 1964. Oh my God, I shouldn't be using my own birth date, right? Anyway, and then you translate it into numbers, 6 + 1 + 6 + 1 + 9 + 6 + 4. You get 33. 3 + 3 is 6. So I'm a 6, but master number before the final reduction. So I am actually a 33. Now, this chart up here from Pythagoras is translating new numbers, the numerological energy, into the numerical energy. I said that wrong. Let me start over again. This chart is translating the letters into the numerological energy equivalent. Yes. And so this way you can take anything. It could be the name of your dog. It can be your name, your kids' names, potential kid names. Yes, people go to numerologists for that. It could be the street you're on. So you got the address numbers, but you can also reduce the street, like 615 Preston Lane. That's where I lived as a kid. Pennsylvania, Hatboro. Okay. So here's an entire cheat sheet for you guys where you can do all the numbers and everything in numerology. Cool stuff, right? So yeah, so that's the little lesson for today. Nothing too big or whatever. We got that done really quick, and now we can go back to doing some, questions, taking some calls, seeing what's going on. What else was it I wanted to talk about? Okay, I did the penny thing with Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
I did the life path numbers. I think we're good. Anybody else have anything you want to share, Michelle?
I am a life path 3.
Okay.
Which we know is about communication
and creativity.
Which is
they make
and creativity.
a lot of artists, a lot of musicians, singers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what it is? It's number 3 is the energy or the number of the comedian.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yes. Anybody with the 3 energy, they are very good at doing that. And if you don't think you are, if you did a little bit of training, you could be a stand-up comic like that. And
Well,
you know why I know that anyway? That's for everybody, but for you specifically, you know why? Because with a husband like Dan, you have endless material to do stand-up comedy.
I knew Dan was going to come into play somehow there.
Well, my mom always said I talked a lot. Well, she told me, okay, This is way back in the 70s, so we all know how doctors and mamas were way back when.
Mm-hmm.
My mom took me to the doctor, had
Did he
this
talk too
doctor come
much?
in and tell me that I had moutharitis.
Moutharitis.
Moutharitis from talking too much. So I get my sarcasm from my mother.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was
So you
quite a little.
you got so much of that that the YouTube can't keep up with you, and now your lips are not synced with your audio. Don't worry, it'll catch back up, but it was hilarious. Your your mouth is going and then you stop talking, but you kept talking, which just
That's
shows you,
awesome,
which is it's perfect. It's so
right?
She's a ventriloquist.
yeah. So 3 life paths as well as 1 life path, because what's one? Self, leadership. And think about it. One, okay, they're all about themselves, right? And so
Yes.
they need to be in charge. They love being on stage, but 3 as well. So a lot of 1s and a lot of 3s are stand-up comics, but also things like motivational speakers, or they do podcasts and radio shows and YouTube shows like you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and they're very creative. They could be artists, they could be, anything creative and anything to do with
Yeah,
communication. Yeah, absolutely.
right on.
So I have not been paying attention to the chat because we've got too much stuff we need to get out today. But I see Raza came in. I'm going back through the chat, guys. Tommy came in. Andrea, I mentioned earlier. Who else came in that I didn't mention yet? I don't know how to say this. Marites. Marites, something like that. I'm going to say
Marie?
Mar. I'm just going to call her Mar.
There we go. Yeah.
And Donna's back. Ladybug's back. Okay, it's very cool. Oh, very cool. Let's try to do some like really snappy, quick readings in the chat. And so we're not all going to pull cards on this. Okay.
Okay.
So, like, I'll give you guys stuff to answer. How about that? Hey, Charlotte, can I give you something to pull some cards on?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so let's see. I think it was Super Duper was the first one I saw. I think it was Super Duper wanted a general reading, but they might have put something in later. Let me just double check this real quick. So I need to go up and down the page a little bit here and make sure. I think it's just a general. So basically, any message from the universe that you want to pull, Charlotte, any cards you want to do, and then I'm gonna find.
Well, so I've kind of been pulling cards, just you know, trusting that that the cards know what's coming up next. And all of the I pulled from 3 different decks, and they all focus around the same thing, and that is community. Uh, and so one is the Sweat Lodge from John Leonard's deck.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so Sweat Lodge, Rebirth, but you have to do that. That's not something you do on your own. It's something you do as a community. The second one was from the Shaman's Dream, which is an Alberto Veloto. I know I probably say his last name wrong, but again, gathering around the power of community. So whatever's going on with that person is telling to me that it's important to gather around the people you trust,
Mm.
the people you love, um, asking for help, not just going, oh, I can do it on my own, asking for help. And then if you do that, you get this absolutely beautiful card from Pamela Steele, which is the attainment card.
Attainment. Yeah, you need
And
to
so
go a little more in front of you, right center. There, now I can see it.
it's um it just shows, to me, this is saying, you've been trying to go it on your own, but now's the time to call in your friends, call on your living friends, call on your guardian spirit, call on your, you know, guardian angels, all
Right.
of the people to help you, and then listen to what they have to say. Don't just go, oh, yeah, how will I know? Well, you'll know. Things will show up different. You'll find a feather, you'll find a dime, you'll find something that says that your community is working together to help you, and that it is really important that you ask for help at this point in time. Otherwise, you're going to feel like you're still just trying to swim upstream instead of going with the flow.
Okay, thanks, Charlotte. And Michelle, for you, I got Ladybug wanted a can I get a general reading, she says.
Okay. So for Ladybug,
By the way, I'm kind of digging this little group we got going today.
Mm-hmm.
I am too.
Yeah, a lot of new people in the chat too.
Some good energy going on, and yeah, it's nice.
A lot of our regulars coming back, plus new people. Amanda and Mar and Eric and Raza and let's see, Jill and Dan, of course. They've been in there. Tommy and what else? Gosh, who else came in? I think that's everybody. I
This
apologize.
Yeah.
is this is how our gifts were meant to be. They're meant to be shared. They're not meant to be, you know, just
Right.
you and you alone.
Well, a
They're
lot of
meant to be
tribes,
shared.
what they do is they wake up every morning and they get together as a tribe and they share their dreams from the night before.
Mhm.
Mm.
And sometimes
Yeah.
there's messages for different people in the tribe and they figure it all out and analyze it and everything, And, these are indigenous cultures. They're like brilliant, just amazing. I mean, that's stuff we've lost in our.
Yeah, and that's what I love about this Sean Leonard deck, is he is a First Nation person. He's a First Nation
Uh-huh.
resident of Canada, and he does these beautiful cards. He's also a medium. He's a cool guy. But yeah,
Mm,
that's what he's saying. First thing, Sweat Lodge, and that's where
awesome.
you go in with your with your fellow
Yep.
men and work stuff out.
Go when you're ready, Michelle.
Okay. So for Ladybug, I got, and I am using my Lenormand deck,
Mm-hmm.
which is an oracle. I got the house and the dog, which is representing home, stability, comfort, and loyalty. So you are going to find your comfort and your loyalty at home, at your home base. And that doesn't have to be where you live. Home is truly where the heart is. And then I also got the child and the key, which, when put together, there's something you need to unlock in yourself to release that inner child so that you can be free of something that is holding on to you. And to do all of this, you need to make sure, because I got the clouds, that you look for any miscommunication, look for any confusion, and clear things up inside of your own mind, outside with your family and friends, and get things right and unlock your inner child and stay connected with somebody that you can trust and that you can feel comfortable with.
That's cool.
Awesome.
So I hope that was helpful.
Pretty cards too. Pretty. Oh, I was gonna do one for. Now I gotta find it again. I got all distracted looking through all these chats. Dan said he just checked and we're down to, how do I put it? We only need 5 subscribers. That's what I'm trying to say. Jesus, 495 we have. We only need 5 more subscribers. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And then, okay, where was that question? I got to scroll back up. I think it was, see, Mar had a question. And then Super Duper had one too. But I pulled for Mars first. Sorry, Super Duper. I didn't see yours above hers. Let me do Mars first because I don't want to mix things up. I already got the cards out. And then we'll do Super Duper. Super Duper needs a general read. You want to pull a card, Charlotte, for Super Duper?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm getting for Mars, which was a general question, just in general, what's going on. It looks like something's going on because again with the 5 cards, I keep getting the 5. Here's a 5 of Cups. Okay, the crying over spilt milk card. Is there something going on? It looks like it's going to be resolved, though. That's the message coming through. 6 of Cups. 6 is success in numerology. So, yes, things are going to clear up. Also, it might be somebody from your past because this is the traditional nostalgia card. It could be a memory from the past. It could be a skill or ability or interest from the past, or it could be an actual person from the past coming in and helping you with whatever this is. And then look, the 9 of Pentacles shows up again. I shuffled really good too. And, this came up earlier and look, it wanted to come up again. It's a hint, I guess. I'm thinking right away what I felt was the tarot, the universe wants you to be the self-made woman, the entrepreneur, run your own business, things like that, which may relate to these other cards, especially the 6 of Cups. Okay, so that's what I got. Oh, so Charlotte, what'd you get for Super Duper?
For Super Duper, again, it's from the Sean Leonard deck, and it's a reminder that our loved ones are always with us, and that they sometimes need a thank you and and an acknowledgement that they're there. And the more we acknowledge that they're there, the more they're going to be there for us. And so if Super Duper's having any kind of problems, work problems, maybe this is what's coming to me, like self-worth problems, that we remember that our ancestors are always with us. They're there to help us. And that we need to always remember to just say thank you for being there for us.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the one that I got. And
Hey,
Yeah.
Charlotte. I
Yes.
okay, so I want to take this phone call, and then there was another one, I think. Let me double check here. I saw Eric and Amanda come in. They all said hi, but I don't think they asked anything. I think we caught everything up, but there's something here that I want you to work on that's kind of like down your alley, Charlotte. Oh,
I'm
by
not
the
sure.
way,
I'm not
uh
sure what that means, but okay.
Tommy, it's because you're the medium and channel person. Tommy that came in said, "Thank you, you saved my life." So I don't know what it is we did. I mean, I don't remember pulling cards on Tommy yet, but hey, if something on our show helped anybody and you in any way, we are excited because that's what we're here for, is just to help people.
We
Oh,
really are. And that's the biggest gift
Mhm.
that we get back to ourselves is knowing that
Yeah.
maybe in some small way we've helped somebody, at
yes.
least for me.
And
Yeah.
real quick, Meta Crazy, because this goes back, this is Jill. This goes back to the life path thing. She said, "I'm sorry, I guess it's just the date of birth for life path question mark." Yes, that is what it is. So it's the month. So like if you're born in May, that's 5. And then the day you were born, the 12th, that's 1, 2, or you can reduce it ahead of time if you want, 3. And then the date you were born, and some people that's something I didn't mention. Some people stack the numbers. Remember that, I don't even know if they do that anymore in school, but back in the day when us old people were in school and we were little kids, they numbers, you would stack numbers on top of each other and you would add down, carry the two, like that. So sometimes people go month, day, year, add it all up, and then add those 4 digits across and keep adding till you get a single digit. Some people make a string, like I showed you on the working with numbers. And then other people, they reduce the month. So 12th month, December, that's a 3. 16th day, that's a 7. 1972, you just add them, reduce the year, reduce the day, reduce the month. The one that and by the way, when I'm working on a chart for somebody, not when I'm doing quick stuff like this, I just add quick. But if I'm doing this professionally, someone's hired me to do their numerology, I will sit there and I will go through all 3 ways of adding. Why am I doing that? Because you get different energies. And I'm looking for what? I'm looking for life path numbers. Now, there are some numerologists that will tell you that you can only add it one way properly to properly get a life path number. And if you get a life path number in one of the other ways of doing it, it's not a real life path number. I call bullet. I call BS on that. I call BS on that. Do all 3 ways. See if you get a life path number. And the one way, if I'm going to only do it one way, I'm going to add all of the numbers across, not reducing them ahead of time, none of that stuff. No stacking. I'm just going to go straight across. Why? Because I feel that every number inside of every number. So like, the 12th of the month, the day is 12. I feel the 1 and 2 are important, even though it reduces to 3. I think there's some, because I feel like the 1-2 energy is different from the 2-1 energy. Maybe that's not a good example. Maybe let's take 5. So the 14th, 1 plus 4 versus 5 alone by itself versus the 23rd of the month also reduces to 5. You see? So I think those individual numbers are important. And so what I do is I add the month. And if it has 2 digits, I add those together and add it to the next digit, next digit, next digit. I write it as a string and I add them all the way across. And you might end up 90% of the time or more, you're going to end up with 2 digits, add those together. If it's still 2 digits, add those together. and then you'll finally get down to your single digit, unless you hit a master number stop. Yeah. So thanks for that question, Jill, because I had missed a couple things. Now let me get to that question for Charlotte, if I can find it again. Oh, Joe Beth came in too. Sorry, Joe Beth, I missed you. I've been told my life path number is an 11, Eric said. Do you know what that means? Yes, we do. And actually, we already covered that. So I don't know if you heard that, but you're the master illuminator number. I mean, natural psychic, it's all about the psychic and using your intuition. And so you can help people by using your intuition. You can guide people, advise people, counsel people. Doesn't mean you have to be a all out like psychic medium, psychic advisor, tarot reader. You could just help people in general. It's also teaching people and moderation or mediation, any of those. Okay, let me get back to, I hope that helped you out. Let me get back to finding this thing, which I don't know if they erased it, because now
So it looks like it was from Andrea 54.
Where is that? I can't find it.
And it is,
God damn
oh,
it.
I just
I hate
lost
that.
it. Okay.
See, I even look, Michelle, I even got my paper out to write the frickin' thing down, and now I can't frickin' find the frickin' thing. Where
So
did it go?
you put in the psychic.cafe/life path, and it's above that.
Oh,
There's
thank you.
and then her question.
Because I want to write this down, because I want to take the phone call, because they've been waiting forever. But I want Charlotte to work on this in the back. Andrea 54 Hector. We're just gonna go Andrea. And that question was liked and shared on my social media. Thank you so much, Andrea, or Andrea, depending on how you pronounce it. Okay, so her friend passed away. No, it was her Aunt Eloise. Aunt Eloise passed away in 1991, and she wants to see if she can get a channeled message. So what I was going to say is, while Michelle and I go and handle this phone call, Charlotte, tune in and see if you get anything from Aunt Eloise. Now, if you don't, you don't. But, you have the best chance of doing that, because, you do the channeling and the mediumship, especially with animals, but humans too, and we don't. We're just card readers. So Charlotte's going to take a look at that, and I'm going to ask Michelle, did you see any other questions? I know Divine Oracle came.
I thought I was looking at something else. I thought I was looking at the one for Tommy.
Okay, Tommy, I don't remember.
Tommy was saying something about you saved my life.
Yeah, but I didn't see any other posts from Tommy where he asked a question, is what I'm talking about.
I got 3 really cool cards for him.
But well, you can give them. Divine Oracle came in, but don't give them right now. We need to get to that phone call. Get to the phone call.
Get the phone call.
We're almost out of time here, folks. Okay, and
I'll work on Andrea. I'll work on Andrea too. I'm not promising anything, guys.
Okay, I'm going to put the URL into the psychic.cafe/coffee again. If anybody's getting anything out of this and they want to send us a cup of coffee. Joe Beth said my life path total is 37, not reduced. Okay, well, that doesn't mean anything, actually, Joe Beth. You would continue reducing it. So 3 + 7 is 10. 1 + 0 is 1. You're a 1 life path. But I don't know if that's absolutely correct, because I want to double check the math. Give me all the numbers. Jasmine's in here. Jasmina, again, one of our regulars. Any message for me? We'll take a look at that. Meanwhile, while Charlotte is trying to tune in, Michelle, let's go to the phone lines real quick here. We got a few phone calls. Remember, press 1 on your dial pad if you want to be live on air, folks. God, a couple of them had their hand raised, and then now they don't have their hand raised. They're still on there, but they took their hand away. I don't even know how you do that. You press 1 again, I guess. I don't know. But we've got 518. Michelle, we're gonna go to 518. Hello, caller. Are you there? 518. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi, hun. What's
Hi.
what's your name, hun? Where are you calling in from?
Hi. I was multitasking, so sorry about that. I am from New York State,
Uh-huh.
and my name is Marie.
Marie. All righty.
Hi,
Hi, met
Marie.
Marie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi there. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
How are
It's
you?
only our third evening show, and it's been so fun. I'm liking these.
Oh, oh, yeah. I was listening and doing something, so I sound very fun show, definitely. And I think the whole life path and breaking down the numbers, everything is very interesting as well. So I'm going to take a look at mine later. And
Yeah.
but let me ask you this: once you break it all down, where do you actually find? Like, say I'm just going to pick a number randomly. Say I was a 6. Where do I find out what that means?
You would look at the cheat sheet that I just
Google
gave you.
it. Oh, okay. I heard you say you put cheat sheets up and how to break everything down, but I didn't realize, I don't know why I missed that was in the cheat sheet. Okay, got it.
Yeah. And the cheat
So
sheet,
everything's right there.
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know if you're in the if you're just on the phone lines on Blog Talk or if you're also on the YouTube channel, but in the chat on the YouTube channel, I put the cheat sheet. And what it is, just to let you know, there's one that's psychic.cafe/working with numbers. And that is a PDF file. It tells you how to work with the numbers. And then the other one, I'm typing it into the chat right now, psychic.cafe/lifepath will give you the PDF cheat sheet for all the numbers. Psychic.cafe/lifepath. And did you have a question for us too, besides that?
Well, yeah, I do. Actually, kind of two. If you could look at two different areas, I don't know.
Well, we only have time for one. We got a lot of people waiting.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Pick the most important one.
What do you see? Well, they're kind of both important, but I'll go with the one. What do you see around love, relationships, anything like that?
All right.
Someone new coming in, someone old coming in, coming back. Will I just be a soulmate to a cat? No. Sorry.
And there's nothing wrong with being a soulmate to the cat, but
no, not at all.
Michelle has cats walking all over her during the shows, which we love.
Oh, yes.
I love when they come visit.
I love it too.
Yeah. And we got to be careful asking Charlotte about hers, because we'll have goats and cows and God knows what'll come in.
I have no cows. But we might have a goat knocking on the door asking for a
Did you say you had a bird of paradise? Or no, not a bird. What's the one with?
I used to have peacocks.
Peacocks. You used to have peacocks. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
See, she thinks I forget this stuff. She thinks I forget this stuff. So,
you really
Michelle,
have
you
them,
pull cards on that. Michelle, you pull
cards
on it we're going to see what comes up, Marie.
So I got the Ace of Pentacles.
Ooh, something coming
which is, yes, a new beginning, something new coming your way. And then I got the Hierophant.
Okay, Hierophant, yep.
Okay.
So
let me
this
see.
Person might be someone of a traditional manner, maybe a teacher, someone, maybe a counselor, someone who has some sort of, not necessarily authority, but he has some sort of clout. People look up to him. He is some sort of a teacher person, if you will.
Okay.
Okay. So not so much authority, but more like inspiration to people.
I like
Yes,
that better.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, he is an inspirational person.
That sounds more like what Michelle was trying to say.
Yes.
I figured, yeah.
And then I have the Queen of Pentacles.
Okay.
So go ahead and be prepared, set your roots down, and let yourself flow with what's about to come in for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, geez.
Let your
Okay.
let your
Do you have any
let
idea of maybe
yourself.
when?
You getting a timing on that?
So the timing card would be so the two numbered cards that I got were the 5 for the Hierophant, and the Ace.
Yep.
So I would say, and they're pentacles.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Well, the Ace is a
Okay.
pentacle. But especially with the pentacle, there's roots that have
Mhm.
to grow. And
Oh.
I'm feeling like this is going to take a little bit more time. And so I'm going to say at least give this a good 6 weeks.
Oh, okay. All right. When you say, and forgive me, when you say roots that need to grow, like, forgive me, I guess I don't quite understand. This person's going to come in 6 weeks, but like, what do you mean by roots that need to grow between now and then?
I feel like between now and then, the roots between you and this person have to blossom, have to go from a friendship to more.
Oh, so it's somebody I already know.
Because the person that came in, even though it was not a court card, it is more of a prominent figure, and he came in rather quickly, and so I feel like he is already here. But with the Pentacle card, that's where the roots are hanging down from the pentacle, and so that's where you have to make this relationship blossom and turn into more.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, I think he might
Okay.
already be there, and you just have to see who you might be connected to.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope that helped you out, Marie. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, I'm gonna think on it. Oh, you're
Yeah,
welcome. Do you have
sometimes it
any
does
insight
take
for
some
me?
thinking. It does some, sometimes the information comes through and then you've got to contemplate it for a while, because only you know your life, and you're gonna
Oh,
spot
true.
clues and things like that, you're gonna know more than us. Probably what I'm
Oh,
saying.
right,
Yeah.
absolutely. I know what
So
you're saying. Yeah. Do you have any insight from you personally, like on this?
me?
Yes.
No, I didn't pull any cards or do anything on it.
Oh, you don't do any of it?
No, I do, but we're going back and
Oh,
forth. We're going back and forth, taking turns because we have a lot of phone calls and a lot of questions in chat.
oh, you're going back and forth.
Yes,
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
we
you
don't
each did.
we do. Yeah, well, sometimes we do that on some shows, but on this show we have 3 of us. We don't have enough time. It would take forever for 3 of us to go through each one. I'm sorry about that, Marie.
Okay.
If you want additional,
No, that's okay.
yeah, I was going to say, if you want additional
Yeah.
insight, all you got to do is call in tomorrow. I'll be here. That's the thing. We have shows every day of the week. Some of them now are nighttime, some are during the day. Tomorrow's is, by the way, we should announce that 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I will be doing a show, I think solo. I'm going to be by myself tomorrow. And I will have the phone lines. You can call in. So write that number down, 714-816-4628, because it's good tomorrow too. Let's see, other things that I wanted to mention real quick. Like, okay, so the next what's the next show? Okay, I know. First, before I get there, let me mention Compassionate Light. So I did finally get something from, it's still sketchy, folks, from Catherine. She's been through a lot in March. Okay, a lot of family things, a lot of illnesses. Okay, so she basically didn't even do any shows. She was going to record some, didn't even get around to that. She's supposed to come back in April. Her show's on Fridays. Meanwhile, I'll be doing a show Friday night, if you know, like we are tonight. That's why we're doing a show tonight. And so hopefully she'll be back in April with more live new episodes of Compassionate Light. Okay. And then the next other show besides our daily shows, this is the banner for the daily shows. You'll see that all the time. That's our regular daily shows. There's the Angelic View, the first and third Sundays. So give me a second. Got to bring the calendar up. Okay. So the next Angelic View is the first Sunday in April. It will be the 7th. The 7th. Because I wanted to mention that there won't be a show this Sunday because it is Easter. See how that works? And then I want to mention that the next Mystic Corner, that's Michelle's Mystic Corner. Yes, this same Michelle that's here now. Yeah. It's the 13th. And oh, shoot. Now it went out of my head, Michelle. What are you talking about on the 13th, real quick?
We're going to discuss Lenormand.
Oh, that's right. You're going to talk about the Lennies, the Lenormand cards, folks. So that's the other deck. besides the Oracle decks and the Tarot decks, there's something called Lenormand. Enchanté. We just call them Lennies because it's easier to pronounce. Alrighty. And so that one, okay, let me go back to the calendar. So that's the 13th, and she's going to do another show on the 27th because Michelle's Mystic Corner is the second and fourth Saturdays. The 13th is going to be the Lennies. The 27th, you're going to have on a friend of yours, a psychic medium, Sunny Hancock, right?
Yes.
Very excited about that.
Yes, she is my teacher. I am taking her course on psychic mediumship.
Super excellent. Super excellent. Oh, and we are doing meetings every Sunday, except, except this Sunday, because once again, what did I say? It's Easter, or like we like to say, it's Gato Sostera Day. So yeah, so there's no discussion, Zoom, Q&A, but except for holidays and special events like that, we do a live Zoom meeting, live discussion, and live Q&A session every Sunday at 1:00 Pacific, 4 Eastern. So you watch the show, okay, and the next one's going to be on the 7th, right after the Angelic View. So you watch Maria's show, the Angelic View, and then at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, you go to psychic.cafe/Zoom. Open a new tab in your browser. Just type in psychic.cafe/Zoom. Pop in the Zoom. You can ask all the questions you want about tarot, numerology, about the Tarot Guild, about our new website, Psychic Cafe, how to navigate, how to use the features, how to do your profile. You can ask questions, how to set your business up on Psychic Cafe, how to join us on these Psychic Talk shows as a guest co-host, or how to have your very own show. Plus, you can ask about my course and any questions about anything in the course. Maybe you're taking it and you have questions, you're stuck on something. Everything's wide open on these fabulous every week live discussion and Q&A sessions on Zoom, except this Sunday. Except this Sunday. That's right. And once again, if you want to send us a cup of coffee, It's our tip jar, psychic.cafe/. And I'm dying for one right now. So go ahead. Anyway, okay, let's go back to Charlotte here because Charlotte, what was it? Andrea and her aunt Eloise, who passed in 91. Did anything come through, Charlotte?
Okay, so let me just qualify. This is my absolutely first human mediumship. So
Oh,
things
wow. I
might
love
be
it.
a little bit of the light on the details. But what I got was somebody coming through with like wide open arms, just like, you know, they want to get as many people into the tub as absolutely possible. They're thrilled to see everyone. They're making a point to kiss every single person on the cheek. And then there's somebody in the group that they just need to give a noogie to. I don't know why. I I Jet, go on. Jet wants to help with the reading too. But yeah, it's just a bundle of love, and the more people she could fit into her arm, the better. But again, it was, to me, it was like important that she kissed every single person on the cheek with the one person, and even the person she gave dignity to, she gave a kiss on the cheek, and it was all in good humor. And I, I don't know, did that even come close to sounding like Aunt Eloise? I don't
That was
know.
cool, though.
That's what I'm feeling though, and that's not something that I don't see. My ego always comes into play, and I'm like, and so I play this game. Would I make that story up in my head by myself? No, never. Those thoughts never would have all come together at the same time or not. So whether it's
Oh,
your Eloise or somebody else's, somebody's getting a big old cosmic hug right now.
well,
So
I gotta say, Charlotte, you did fabulous, and you certainly would have done a lot better than I would have done. I
yeah,
have I have had people, and actually one time I actually had ISIS come through for someone
yeah, I remember
through
that.
the
I watched the
cards. Yes,
show. Yeah.
I know it sounds crazy. It's crazy to me, but I have actually had somebody come through the cards. I've also had, ISIS come through the cards. That's my only claim to fame.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't mention it, but these three cards that I pulled when I thought I was pulling for somebody else
And maybe you were, but that's okay.
are
It's for somebody.
they're the way they fit together is so beautiful. But the first one is a me talks. So that
Mhm.
is, you are detoxing yourself of all the judgments that you may have made on yourself, on anybody else, ever. And you're letting all that judgment go. And it's important to let that go, because until you do, you can't repair your body, mind, and spirit, right? So the second card that came up was the cosmic womb, which says, once you've cleared yourself of all the toxic feelings you may have had, then you're ready to start recreating, because of what happens in the womb. We create things. And so it's like you're recreating, you're starting the beginning of your new life, and you've got a perfectly white chalkboard or whiteboard to go, to start putting your life down on again, because you've done the work of detoxing, right? And then it came to the netcaster, and that was everything that you've worked for now is coming to fruition. And I thought, wow, you couldn't have pulled three more cards that worked in harmony together if you tried. I mean, I could have gone through the deck and I still don't think I would have picked out 3 cards that went together better. And so it just goes to show,
Awesome.
you know, do some work, forgive yourself, forgive other people, get rid of that toxicity, uh, go to the womb stage where you're creating, you're making yourself a new life, and then get ready for the treasures that are going to come hurtling at you, you know, coming that you're going to be
Oh,
pulling in with your net. So
by the way,
whoever that,
from
whoever that was
Charlotte,
for, man, that was a good.
yeah, whoever that's for, I mean, it may still be a continuation of what you were doing, or it might have been for what's his face. What was that one person that came in?
Tommy. See,
Tommy.
that's who I originally thought they were for, and they felt so
Yeah.
right for him because, especially where he said, you know, you saved
I
my
gotta
life.
tell you something. I gotta tell you something though, Charlotte. Because Andrea said in the chat she was a free spirit when she was alive. Her favorite singer was Stevie Nicks. Oh my God, Stevie Nicks, that is so cool.
Right on.
And Andrea just said, or Andrea said, 11:11 on the clock. Yay, where she is. That's awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
I did want to mention we had expats come in, which by the way has a question for you, Charlotte. And who else came in? Rudy's back, one of our regulars, in Joe Beth. And who else? Did I miss anybody? Jasmina, Divine Oracle messages. Anyway, just want to throw all that out there real quick. We'll go back through and see if there's any questions. We have phone calls to go to though. Meanwhile, Michelle,
Yes.
we're gonna go to phone calls. And guess what? I got a zinger to land on Charlotte right now.
Ooh.
Yes, because expats came in and let's see, moving and relocating abroad. Okay, so expats says, Charlotte, question:
Yes.
my dog passed away 3 years ago. What message he has for me, and when will he be back? Now, when will he be back? I wonder if that means reincarnate, maybe? I don't know. Do they reincarnate? And
You know, some people think they do.
I don't
I
know.
I ride the fence on that, honestly. Um, the first thing that comes in, and I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but a lot of times the first thing that comes in is how much they love their person, and um, that uh, they're with they're with you way more than you think they are if you just take a moment and take a breath. This is it's not really a game, but it kind of is, and it kind of works. But I say I take a few deep breaths and I
Mm-hmm.
say, who's with me today? And you would be surprised. Sometimes it's my grandma. Uh, one night I woke up in the middle of the night and I had every single dog that I've ever lost sitting on my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Other times, like if I do it in the car, sometimes my car is so full of people that I don't know who they are. They're probably relatives. But for your little dog, he wants you to know he's there. He really, really, really wants you to know he's there with you.
Wow. Watching over still.
And that he loves you and loved you and was so happy with your home. Um, that was he kind of a boss? To me, he's kind of like, yeah, I got anything I wanted. Is he kind of a boss?
Hey, expats in the chat, let us know. Was he bossy? Was he bossy? Wait, let me find the
Or
thing.
spoiled, maybe?
I don't think he put I don't think he put a name in. Put a name in too, expats. What was the name of your dog that passed away 3 years ago? And was he bossy? Oh, and real quick, I pulled cards. I don't know why. I never do this, but I thought I pulled cards on it. This is very fascinating. Michelle, check this out. Look, so Charlotte's doing basically a mediumship reading, but an animal communication mediumship. Okay, pet psychic. Anyway, and she's doing her pet psychic thing, and basically, I was like drawn to pull cards. The first card I get is the Judgment card, which is what? Information coming down from heaven being broadcasted from the other side. I mean, it's literally, this is, I've never thought about it before in, I don't know, 35, 40 years of tarot, that the Judgment card is actually, along with all the other meanings and everything else it means and everything else it can be, it is the mediumship card.
It is.
And then directly
Wow.
after that, I got, look at this. Directly after that, I got the Nine of Pentacles again. That's like the 8th time tonight I've got the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. And expat, I don't know if you are a dude or a woman or what you are. Okay, or in between, because you have to say that nowadays. But this is the card of the self-made woman, or if you're a guy, the self-made guy, or if you're they, the self-made they. Okay. And this is the thing. This is a message coming from that doggy of yours saying, hey, you got to maintain your independence. And I'm not too sure, but the King of Swords showed up. And so
Can you back up? Can you back up one card, Dax?
yeah, I will in a
Because
minute. Let me finish. Let me finish. Because it's a whole set. It's a thing. It's a progression, and I don't want to get here, Charlotte. So ask me in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so message coming down. All right, you need to maintain your independence. Now, this one is the curious one. Is the King of Swords? I think your dog is saying, "Have you talked to your surgeon lately?" That's what I think's going on. And I never give medical advice. And that, by the way, that's not medical advice. So I'm not allowed to give medical advice. But it's like, that's the thing that popped in my head when I saw that card, was like, uh-oh, he needs to see a surgeon real quick. Anyway, so now
the reason I wanted you to go back to the middle card was because look at the look of adoration. Isn't that a bird on her head?
Oh, yeah.
Look at the look of adoration.
Exactly. Probably how expat feels for her dog. Or his
what
dog.
I wanted. That's all I wanted to point out, was that
that's very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
But I never do that. I hardly ever pull cards, but I was drawn to for that one. Let's jump over to the phone lines and see. I think it's 856 has been waiting there for a while. 856, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How are you guys?
Hi, hon. How you doing? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Rose Maria. A little bit better. How about you guys?
Is it Rose Maria?
Good.
I remember
Rose Maria from Jersey.
From Jersey, yeah.
Rose Maria.
So what's your question for us tonight?
Either what's going on with my relationship, why it's not going forward, or why am I not getting any job that I've been interviewing for? Either one, whatever comes to you first.
Okay.
And if I'm moving with a relationship, move abroad. That makes sense.
Right. Okay, hang in there, Rose Maria. And we got to do these things really fast because we are rapidly running out of time. We were only supposed to do an hour. See, the thing is, I know whenever we do a topic, forget it. It's going to be 2 hours, and we're coming up on 2 hours. We need to get out of here. I am dying to, get something besides my water to drink, and plus, use the little boy's room. And so, Michelle, whatever you come up for Rose Maria.
Okay. Well, I got there is some miscommunication, or some misunderstanding, maybe, because I got the cloud. I also got birds, which indicates that this misunderstanding could involve gossip. And this gossip is what could be affecting this relationship, because I got the heart card.
Or lack of relationship.
Or lack of relationship. So what you want to do is clear up any misunderstanding, any gossip that is going on, and then you can find or enhance the relationship that is coming your way or already in your life.
Awesome. Those are pretty cards too. I hope that helped you out, Rosemaria. I'm sorry we have to go so fast this time, but it's because we're rapidly running out of time. I did want to do the feedback for Charlotte, and it turns out expats is a lady. Hi, expats. And by the way, Charlotte, expat says very spoiled that puppy was, that dog. Yep.
I had a feeling because that kind of came in at the end and was like, oh yeah, by the way, I get anything I want. Oh my gosh, I love animals so much. So thank you, expat, for that feedback. It helps me. I'm just kind of learning, and it helps me a lot. So
you got what, 2 or 3 mediumship type readings on the show tonight, which was really great. I'm sorry we didn't get more, but with 3 of us, it's kind of hard, but like if you come on a show with me during the week or something like that, Charlotte, we can, well, this is during the week, but you know what I mean? Like the day ones, maybe a Tuesday or a Thursday, I can have you do like more readings so you get more practice in and stuff like that. Coming from the chat, Misinformed is another person regular that's been here before, popped in, and I don't know if I'm missing anything. Oh, Jasmina, any message from my dad? Okay, so either of you want to jump on that? And then Misinformed asked about, I said, I turned on my Fire Stick computer just in time. I had a dream and my father was in it. Did he have a specific message for me? I don't normally see him in my dreams. Help me understand. Yeah, well, actually he did. And here's the card. It's a message coming through from dad. Okay. It's about something going on in your life right now. I don't know what it is. I read the cards, not a psychic, that kind of psychic. Okay, you got to figure out how this applies. Okay, the Tower cards, some shift in foundations needs to be made. He's coming through saying, hey, look, hon, you've got all the skills and abilities you need. Whatever this is you're dealing with, you can make, take care of this situation, whatever it is. The Hangman shows up too. And this is looking at a situation from a different perspective. It's thinking outside the box. What have you not thought of? What have you not considered? What are you actively saying, no, I'm not doing that, when that's exactly what you need to do? Because we do that to ourselves all the time. Well, that's outside of my comfort zone. I don't want to do that. Okay, you need to look at it 180 degrees upside down from the rest of the world and think outside the box. So I hope that helped you out. There's the message coming through from dad. Avoid the catastrophe and do what dad says. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Oh, what was the other one? Who did anybody get anything on Jasmina's dad? Message from Jasmina's? Any of you guys? Michelle or Charlotte, just jump in if either of you have anything on that.
what was Jasmina's question again? I can't remember.
Oh, she just said, is there a message from dad? So like if you pull a card or something, and if there's a message from dad coming through, just like I just did, did Misinforms. And I'm scrolling back farther because I think Rudy had said, is there any black magic done with my family members? Oh, that's interesting. So, okay. Got the answer already.
I'm stepping out of that one.
Got the magician.
I don't want any part of that one.
Not only is, the magician and a major arcana card automatically a yes, but I mean, it's the magician. Basically, that answers your question, Rudy. Okay. And then I think I think Charlotte's pulling on Jasmina. Did we have you work
Oh,
on?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm hearing this one from the Eternal Secret Oracle.
Okay.
Um, and
I'm just trying to see if we missed anything else.
woo, the law. Have you broken the law lately, Jasmina? Are you?
Ooh, what's going on,
Are
Jasmina?
you? Are you? Yeah, because it's like here's the card. I don't know how well you guys can see these, but
We can see him. Very pretty.
so so I know I love the artistry in so here uh the law is for all. That's what that picture is. Uh and I am referring back to my book because I don't have this you know I did a bad bad thing. I got about four decks of
Wow.
cards within 2 months of each other, and I love them all, so I don't want to put one away. I just keep and but anyway, it just says the law applies to the highest and the lowest. It's for all. There are none above or outside the law.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so um it just says I think it's saying don't worry, you're getting your fair share.
Oh, okay. That sounds like
Equal amounts, whatever. And it's also saying whatever you put into something is exactly what you're going to get out of it. So if you're working on a project or on a relationship or,
yeah.
the more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it.
Andrea, by the way, in the back in there, I mean, at the end, we missed it that she said thank you, love and hugs. And
Oh, thank you, Andrea. I did love the feeling that came off her, and
yeah,
it was a cool feeling. It was a very generous,
misinformed.
loving person.
They logged in at 11:11 too. Maybe we need to do that. Start the show at exactly 11:11.
Right.
Anyway, we got to get out of here. I mean, Blog Talk's literally going to throw us off the air any second. We've got it says 2 minutes, 14 seconds left. I was going to say
So much fun.
this was a lot of fun though. I love doing this.
Yeah.
Poor Rudy and his black magic with his family. Hopefully not a close. Oh, Joe Beth gave her birth date and I calculated and it is a 1. So yes, don't turn down those leadership things. 1s and 9s, should be leaders and running the business. 1s like to be on stage. They like to be in charge. Look at me. Self, working on self, and if you don't feel like that, that just means you're working the energy 180 degrees backwards from how you're supposed to be. You need to get out there. You need to go sing
90 seconds.
And it's the end of the show, 90 seconds. So we got to get out of here, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks,
everybody.
Everybody.
Whenever I hear you're number one, I always see those people with those big number one fingers going, you're number one, you're number one.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll be on 11 a.m. Pacific.
Sending y'all love. Thanks for letting me be here tonight.
60 seconds.